What's up, fellow haunters? This is Jared O'Lantern here with another video. This is actually another semi-homemade prop. This is my hanging goblin. Let me step back so you can see the full view. I think a goblin is one of like the lesser used Halloween creatures out there. I think the only, at least from my memory, of a available to the public goblin prop was the Poppin' Goblin from Spirit a few years back. I like that prop actually. I know a lot of people gave it bad reviews for quality, but had it been executed well, I think it's a pretty cool prop. Anyway, this is a head that I actually bought from a local Halloween store, and it's just really hard plastic, and it was just a head. It was supposed to have light up eyes. I mean, it does have light up eyes, but when I bought it, the eyes did not light up. And the owner of the store refused to give me a discount, even though it was a malfunctioning prop, and he wanted 20 bucks for it. So 20 bucks for just a head that didn't even light up. Totally not worth it. So I waited for the after Halloween clearance, and I got it for 10 bucks. So 10 bucks for the head's not too bad. It's actually some amazing detail, especially around the eyes and the mouth. I really like this. I used this prop in my last year haunt, and basically had him with his head peeking out of an old air conditioning unit, an old metal air conditioning unit, and he had a green light behind him and a fog machine inside the air conditioning unit. So actually really cool. But I wanted to try something a little bit different this year. So what I did was I painted the head, actually. It was a much darker green color, but I thought that making it lighter was going to bring out some like the darker spots, like around the nose and around the teeth. And I think I was successful in doing that. And then for the hands, these are just the zombie steak hands that you can get at Michael's. I believe you get 2 ground steaks for like 10 bucks. And I got it on that big sale they were having last week where everything was 30% off, and then you could use the 20% off coupon. So I think I got it for like 5 bucks. So 5 bucks for 2 hands is pretty cool. Very rare to find an opposing left and right hand. Usually you just get one hand, and it's usually just a right or just a left. They were, if you could see the gray color on the fingernails, that's the color that the whole hand was. But I painted it green, of course, so it matches the color of the head, and I left the nails gray. What I did back here for attaching the cloth was I just put, if you can see this white spot here, I just I screwed a small piece of 3/4 inch PVC pipe so that I could hot glue the cloth on, and then also use metal wires to take off the sleeve. Use metal wires to hook up the arm. So you can see there's the wrist, and then the arm travels up, and then the metal wire just loops into 2 holes that I cut into the PVC pipe. So being that the arms are made out of metal wire, they are fully posable. So he has like an arm span of about 4 feet or so, and he's about 3 feet in length. Yeah, so the cloth, the green cloth, his clothing is just some cloth that I found at a thrift store. I basically just draped it over him, cut off enough for his arms, and then draped the rest over him, and then just used some white creepy cloth to cover the rest of him. The only part that I'm not too happy with right now are the legs. He does have legs. I know a lot of hanging props don't have legs. I gave him like these white burlappy type of legs down there. not too thrilled with the way they came out. But I do want to attach like green feet to him to give him a little more dimension of being a full-size character. Even though it's a hanging prop, I do imagine that I could possibly use it as like even a standing character, like in a corner somewhere. And I think it'd be pretty creepy to have him, with a like a orange or purple spotlight or something. And another possibility I had for this character was I wanted to use him on like a pulley system and have him drop down when guests are entering a certain part of the haunt. So I'm gonna stop the camera real quick. I'm gonna take him off the string and I'm gonna show you kind of what I had in mind. So, excuse me, essentially what I would do is have him, like I said, like on a pulley. This is not a pulley system. This is simply just twine on a nail here. But imagine like a pulley system, and he's kind of like floating, kind of out of sight. And as soon as people come, then he would, kind of like drop down. And I love the fact that his arms are on wires, because they do kind of have like that natural momentum animation. So you kind of like, he's there, don't really expect much, and then it's like kind of like drops down. So, I'm doing this with one hand, so it's not getting the full effect. But yeah, basically that's what I would like to do. So that is it, everybody. That is my hanging goblin. One thing I forgot to mention is that the eyes that I put in myself, they're just the same eyes that I used in my suitcase monster, so you can watch that video to figure out where I got them from. Same, just runs on the same C battery. So not an on-off switch or anything. I have to manually take the battery out to turn the eyes off. But there it is. There's my hanging goblin. And I just want to make a really quick announcement that I'm probably by this weekend I'm going to be putting up some of my older props for sale, mostly from Spirit Halloween, stuff that's no longer available. I hate to part with any of my props, but storage space is starting to become an issue, and with the current Halloween season, with acquiring new props, kind of liquidating what I have is going to be a must. So not exactly sure when I'm going to upload that video, but it should be soon. So anyway, if you like what you are seeing, please like, comment, and subscribe. And as always, happy haunting.